Good day. I'm Dr. Chris, and I want to do a little short blurb on how one might be able to reclaim their power from being in a state of victimization. We have all been there. Some sort of trauma, whether it be verbal abuse, sexual abuse, substance abuse. We have all endured traumas. And yet some of us have been able to move on, move forward. Doesn't mean that what took place didn't hurt us, didn't paralyze us at a moment. But somewhere along the way, we were able to move forward, and yet others are not. Why is that? I believe that it's because we get stuck in reliving that trauma over and over and over again, where we keep adding more and more emotional ties to the trauma to the point where we just can't see around the trauma. All we see, feel, experience is the trauma. I used to be that person. I suffered verbal abuse. I suffered sexual abuse. I suffered physical abuse. Most don't know that. And in my journey, trying to figure out how to move forward, how to move beyond, I studied, I went to therapy, I had the ministers, I did it all. And yet still wasn't able to move forward until one day something clicked. And it came down to reclaiming my voice, reclaiming my power. And this process was one that was internal. It wasn't one that was finger pointing. Sure, the abusers are still out there. No, I don't wish them on anybody. But I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not living in the cloud anymore, the cloud of despair, the cloud of victimization. So, how did I do it? First, I had to identify what my root trauma was. The root trauma wasn't an incident. The root trauma was someone took something away from me that didn't belong to them. They took my power. Then I had to recognize what the paralyzing emotion was. Fear. For me, it was fear. Fear of what was going to drop if I said something. Fear of what I was going to encounter if I said something. Then it came time for me to reframe my story. That my voice did matter. That I could take back my power. Not being powerful over someone. It's about power of setting a boundary. and not allowing someone to overrule my needs, my sense of protection. Doesn't mean that I it's only my way, but it does mean that there are times where I will have to say no. Well, when I say no, I'm saying no for my own protection, for my own sense of security. And finally, it was about living today, now, not about what happened yesterday, 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago, about what happens in this moment of time. Do I feel safe? If I don't, what can I do to make myself feel safe? And do I feel as though I can walk away if I want to? That for me is living in the present. For you, it may be something different. But to reclaim your power from this state of victimization, you gotta identify what is your root trauma. What is impeding you from being able to move beyond? What's the emotion behind it? And how can you reframe that story? How can you move forward and live in the present? If you want to know more, reach out, schedule a one on one with me. I'll help you be able to live in the now.